Hello everyone and welcome to Grand Prix Sunday for FIA Formula 2. It is time for the feature race and we're all set for what will be an interesting contest of this category as we get ready to leave Chicago and look ahead to the final 2 rounds. But we've got the big points to be won today with the championship sealed in terms of the drivers. Still a lot to be fought for in this category, so it's going to be a really exciting next few weeks. And what a circuit it is, as we saw yesterday. Plenty of action, plenty of crashing, plenty of everything. And also it was create your own racing line stuff through the middle part of the lap as well. And today's contest will be run to 40 laps, and 40 laps which should hopefully deliver us with plenty of action, as this circuit has so far done a brilliant overtake of the bridge yesterday by Pal, kept his foot flat to the floor, and these cars actually stay flat to the floor, unlike some other things that you've seen across this weekend. Well, it is time then for this race to get underway. It is great to have everyone's company for Formula 2. This championship has delivered race after race, and I'm sure it's going to do so once again. These are live pictures as we take a look and stare at our pole sitter. Sir Harrison McLaren will leave the field away, but the man he's going to be alongside is going to be Jaden, and we're on board now with the ART driver. Let's see what he is going to be able to do. These two had a battle yesterday into that first turn, and it was really tight stuff between the two of them. Will it be tight once again? We hope so. But we don't only want these two, because we know that they have the pace. We saw a mistake yesterday from Harrison, but he had the pace. Could we see Logo get in the mix? Could we see Powell? Could we see Note? Could we get the 5-way battle that we were denied? Cruelly denied, let me just add, yesterday. We were cruelly denied yesterday that battle between 5 different cars. So we absolutely want to see that today. The formation lap is underway and the pole sitter leaves the line and everyone else does follow then, as well as we will get the race settings all set up and put them on the board. We'll need to quickly reset stats as well, so I'll just try and do that, and we should be all good once those stats have been reset. And then we'll just quickly move through. And actually, I've just remembered it's meant to be 41 laps, because 40 laps of racing, that's what we are trying to achieve by the end of this. So this 1 lap will count for the formation lap. So that is of course why we are running it this way. But it is of course Harrison who took the 2 points for pole, and it is going to be Harrison who's also going to then try and see if he can convert it into victory. It's not going to be as easy as that, though. There is a lot to happen in FIA Formula 2. This category usually does deliver with action, meaning that for the drivers, nothing is easy, as these drivers all get ready to line up in position on the grid. All of them using lots of speed in, as we now look ahead to Sir Harrison McLaren then, as he is about to leave us off pole position. Those are the 5 red lights. We're going to stare at the gantry. Here we go. Here come the lights. And for Formula 2 in Chicago, we leave the line. Good start for Sir Harrison McLaren. McLaren will cut across. Jaden, who is going to go to the outside line on the run towards the first corner. It was a poor launch of the line. It was a stall on the grid for Note. Flipping round. Surely must be Pal in the background. Can they all get through? The Pramads run off the road. And it's Jaden who's lost out. Logo going for the lead of the Formula 2 feature race at the start. And Logo's got there. Logo gets ahead of Harrison. It's Logo, then it's Harrison. Harrison slightly wide. Could open the door for Jaden. It was a disaster of a start for the second race in a row. And trying to make a move on the bridge. Jaden trying to go through. Can Jaden make the move over the bridge? Now they're off the road. Now they're battling as we create our own lines once again here in FIA Formula 2. But it was surely Pal who was the car that was flipping in the background. Note, I believe, stalled on the grid. It was an all-action start. Harrison finds himself dropping behind Jaden. Let's hear from the driver who was flipping round at the start.
Oh, fuck's sake, my luck is so fucking bad. What the fuck? It's just a lag, but for fuck's sake.
Yeah, absolutely, because we didn't see Pal near anyone at that moment. Note stalled, so he was far away. The top three were in their own little league. But yeah, that is unfortunate for Pal. And Trident once again find themselves eliminated from this contest at the moment. In terms of battling. But Jaden made the move. He's going to try also get past Logo now. So Jaden moved up to second place. So it all happened very quickly on the opening lap, which I think is important to mention. All happened incredibly quickly. As we watch Jaden make his way through. Can he put the pressure? Oh, it's close on the exit. Harrison's in there as well. And Jaden and Logo, who had contact yesterday, was determined a lag crash. Unfortunate stuff for them. Also, some talk going on about next week possibly, if a driver does get stuck in a wall, that they're just eliminated from the race, which is also the way I like it. I think, of course, I would have wanted, personally, Logo out yesterday after he put it in the wall, but it would have also been unfair because that isn't really how it usually would work. So I think if we make it clear from next week that if anyone does get stuck in the wall, then they find themselves out of the race. Or basically, everyone can finish every race, which is basically what literally happens unless they have to go. And here we go. Here is the opportunity for Jaden. These two who made contact yesterday about to do battle on the run towards turn 1. Under a tenth. Jaden trying to go to the outside line, and there wasn't room initially. Now there is. Can he make the move into the first turn? Logo's going to be later on the brakes. What about the switchback? Can he get better traction of the corner? Can Jaden go through? He's trying to move through, but Logo's going to maintain the place. He was never going to let that one go that easily. And this is really turning into one exciting battle between these two stars. And Logo performing absolutely incredibly well. Of course, you can catch Formula 1's action later on. That'll be taking place later on today. And Formula 2 now makes their way through the final two corners. And Sir Harrison McLaren is also in this battle. Three-way battle over the line still between Logo, between Jaden, between Harrison. And any mistakes will be punished for these drivers as we watch with Sir Harrison McLaren as he makes his way through. We ride on board with him. Okay, let's now hear from Pal.
What the fuck? No. Fuck, shit, my car. What's it doing?
So we've got Pal off the road, I believe, somewhere. We're not able to see it as he's not literally in his car. I'm gonna guess. But Pal finds himself possibly off the road. We'll try work out what's happened to him. And there's a slow exit first of all from Jaden, and Harrison is moving through to second place. Oh! And there we go, there we see it for Pal. We'll wait for him to possibly sit in his car, then we might be able to fully view it. Let's see with Note as he comes over the line. And his car has ended up in the pit lane by the looks of things. Well, that is quite interesting. But Jaden loses out, and it's a Prema 1-2 once more. Sir Harrison McLaren got through down the start-finish straight. Let's hear from Pal again.
If Logo's crashes, right, was red flag and it was in the pit lane, surely this one's a red flag as well. Because we're in qualified, his was fully in the pit lane. So if we go by the rules on Friday, it's the same rules applied.
So, interesting observations by Pal being made, as well as he's going to try get it going. Well, definitely the pit lane's going to be closed at this rate. He'll try get back in the contest, as the field will continue. There we go. Back out. Continuing to push on. And here we go. With Jaden on the back of Harrison, on the back of Logo. And it's a fascinating three-way battle that is going on right now. Let's hear from Pal again.
Yeah, the rules gotta be the same. You can't just change it for each fucking session. It's fucking ridiculous, that. Fucking bullshit. But we move on.
He tries to get close to Jade. Pal complaining about the red flag not being called. Even though I think there is personally a clear difference. One was on the circuit, one wasn't. So quite interesting observations being made. And one was possibly, well, one possibly could have caused harm, and one possibly couldn't. I think it's pretty clear from the, if we get the two images together, I think it is pretty clear that one could be hit by another car on the circuit, and one clearly couldn't. So, yeah, I think that's just begging for a red flag and looking for a reason to get a red flag at this stage, which, to be fair, I understand. He's now 2 laps down, so you, as a driver, you're always going to try and do what you can to earn a red flag. So yeah. And plus, of course, okay, let's hear from Pal again.
At least I've served my pit stop, so that saves some time.
So Pal saying at least he served his pit stop, which is basically true in that. But yeah, of course in qualifying, if there is a car in the wall, it's basically usually an immediate red flag, no matter what. In the race we do have some options, but if a car was to find the wall, I would usually deploy the red flag. But the thing is, it didn't even have an inch on the racetrack, which is the different thing. Versus Logo, who had about half of his car on the circuit still. And we saw in qualifying especially how many cars were losing it out of the final corner. So someone could have easily gone into Logo. So yeah, of course that is why the pit lane was closed for that one. To get any confusion out of the way between those two. But yeah, I understand the driver's point of view. Whenever something happens, you're always going to want a red flag, because, I mean, if you get a red flag, you're straight away on the back of the field, and, I mean, it might even be better, better for his race. Because off the standing start, because there would be a standing start, there's no reason why not to, we know how good he is at starts. He could find himself going from last to first. There could be a crash at the front. So, as a driver, you're always going to try and push for that red flag. And out of the final corner, there's a moment! There's a mistake from Logo. Out of the final corner. Does it open the door for his teammate? The two Premas doing battle on the circuit at the moment. 6/10 over the line. 9/10 to Jaden. And that means it's 3/10 between himself and Harrison. This is so close. Top 4 inside 1 second in Formula 2. Jaden goes to the inside. Can he make the move for second place? He spins around. He spins in the background. Sir Harrison McLaren maintains second place. It was a bold attempt for Jaden, but it means that he had a half spin. He'll continue on going, and it's wide. It's wide for Sir Harrison McLaren, who will go and rejoin the road once again. This is getting really frosty now between all of them. So many mistakes creeping in for each and every one of these drivers on this circuit. And over to the outside line for Harrison. And, oh! Into the barrier. And that is going to be Pal who finds the wall. And, well, red flag will need to be called. There is an inch on the circuit this time around. And Pal has found the barrier this time around. And Note can immediately go straight to the pit lane. And there we go. Red flag out. Let's hear now on the radio from the man who was running in P3.
Yeah, this guy is so difficult to try to overtake. There's no grip after turn number 1.
Right, so Jaden complaining about no grip at turn number 1. He's been complaining about that all weekend. Okay, well, more importantly, let's try work out whether Pal is okay. And let's hear from him now.
Yeah, there's no fucking grip last corner. I've fucking lost the car like 5 times. It's ridiculous. Oh, scared now.
So Pal losing the car again out of the final corner. It seems like everyone's losing the car around the final corner. No tow truck will be required because he's managed to get it out. And he's back at the end of the pit lane. So everyone can really just go back and I guess 15 past. The race will be resumed once again. So everyone has about a minute to get to the pit lane, then about a minute for chilling. If everyone makes it back in time. You might get more than a minute with the rate that they've all come into the pit lane. So that will be... So yeah, they get about a minute to chill. Of course, stats will be resetted. So Pal finds himself now on the same lap as everyone. Note's also going to need to let the top 3 go. And then they'll get back in position that they will restart the race. So it'll be Logo, then it'll be Harrison, then it'll be Jaden, then it will be Note, then it will be Pal. Interesting stuff then. In this... So, now it's about a minute of waiting till they head back out there. And they will do a lap to the grid. And once that lap has been completed, we'll be able to do another. We'll be able to get a standing start going. And then that should be us. Yep. So then that should be us. Back underway for this race. Okay, so 27 laps will be put on the board for this one. And then it's basically into a sprint duration, really, for the field. Into just a... Now it really becomes a sprint. Everyone can serve their mandatory pit stop in this. Red flag. So basically it's a sprint all the way to the end. So exactly what we found ourselves is the green light should be back out there. And then the stats will be resetted for everyone. We'll wait for them all to just come across the line first. So I'll just wait for everyone to come across the line to make sure that it's registered. And then Pal will go out as well. Lovely stuff. And then reset stats. And then, of course, one of the 27 laps will count right here. As we head back out. So continuing to weave around, trying to get the tyres up to temperature. We had a bit of a break from red flags in Formula 2 in the races, but they've made a return this weekend. First yesterday, now today, both for understandable reasons. When you've got a car in the wall, and of course it'll most likely be next week where the rule is implemented. If you are in the wall, then you're out. Of course, if you can't recover it. So, if anyone can recover it, then they will recover it. But if the red flag does have to be called, then you are pretty much out, because clearly you can't get out. Okay, let's hear on the radio from Jaden.
Trying to get top 3. I don't really care about winning.
Right, so that's the information that Jaden gives us. as well. Unsure how much I'd buy that. Knowing how much he was talking about the getting to 18 wins, stuff like that, beating Freddie Slater, all of those things as well. But whether he'll be able to win or not, the answer to that comes our way when the 5 lights go out. F2 leaves the line and we're racing once again. Good launch for Jaden immediately alongside, and also it's a brilliant reaction time there from the Trident, and the Trident driver is going to be in contention of note on the run towards turn 1. Can he get ahead of Sir Harrison McLaren? That's an extraordinary stop. And no, oh, we've got 4 cars off the road at the first turn. Harrison's off along with the 2 Tridents of note and Powell, and Jaden's involved in that one as well. Can they get going? They will be able to get going, so we will be able to stay red flag free at the moment, and it is absolutely the jackpot for Logo at the front of the field. My word, what a gap has he got now after 4 cars found themselves round on the opening corner of the restart there. So Logo will come over the line, and it's been a domination from Logo so far in this race. Could he be on his way to victory? And on to lap number 3 he goes. He is the leader. And now let's wait. Let's wait and see how far is the next car. Oh no, into the wall. Into the wall this time around for note. And once again, unless he can get it going, I think he's trying to. We'll give him a few seconds because I think he's trying. If not, if he can't get it out, then it's a red flag. Okay, well, he's got it out. Perfect. He's got it out then. If a car can move, then if we can see that they're trying to get it out, then of course no point calling the red flag immediately. If they're of course just standing still and they're not moving, then clearly they can't get it out, meaning it has to be the red flag. So that's the... Oh no! Logo's off! The race leader's off! Logo makes the error around the final corner and nearly gets his car stuck, but he continues on going. He's got the gap to do so, but that was such a costly moment, and it's going to bring the gap down, because look further back. A 7-second gap is down to 1.6 seconds. A major mistake under pressure for Logo, and that is going to see a big lead and a big opportunity fade. Now he's going to have to go on the defensive. He won't have his teammate here for support. Harrison is stuck behind Powell. It's Logo on his own. Down through the bridge. Can Jaden put the pressure on? That'll be the interesting question, as we will take you back to live pictures. There we go. On this circuit. And goodness me, out of the final corner. Look how close. Look how close Jaden is. Over the line. We're on board with the Polish driver chasing down Logo on the run towards turn number 1. It's 0.4 of a second. Does he go for the late lunge? Jaden going for it to the inside. Has he made the move? He sent Logo off the road. Logo's going to rejoin. Logo will keep the place. And it was so late on the brakes, we were on board with him. He went so deep into the corner, sending Logo out wide. And Logo maintains the place. And Jaden all over the road on the exit. And Logo's got himself the gap. Brilliant defending Logo. Brilliant attacking Jaden. But Jaden was very deep into the corner. And we'll go on board with him once again next lap. And see whether he can make the move again. That'll be the question. Very interesting to go on board with him and see the efforts of that dive. Logo over the curb once again. He cannot afford a mistake. Now, Jaden is close. We go on board with a Polish driver once again. Over the line. Lap number 6 begins of this red flag restart. Palace closed in. It's 1.5 seconds. Harrison's 2 seconds away. This is absolutely game on. Can Jaden make the move into turn number 1? He can't this time around. He thinks better of it, which is the sensible decision, knowing what happened last lap around. If he's going to be super deep into the corner, then Logo's just going to get his foot down once again and continue on going. Over the bridge we go. An incredibly wide line being taken. And as we try to work out out of the final corner. So we're gonna try and work this one out over the line. And Jaden's got into the lead somewhere. Jaden's got into the lead somewhere. Let's hear from Jaden.
This guy's just used a normal layout, man. Flipping get me to give the position back. What are they doing? Just use the normal line, not the actual layout.
Right, so Jaden's going to have to give that position back then. And this is tactics coming into play now. So, Jaden overtaking off the road. That's literally why I didn't see it. Let's quickly hear from Pal. I don't believe we can hear from Pal at the moment.
Yeah, Jaden got. Yeah, I followed his line. I gave back the position to Logo. That's fair play. But he's not giving back the position. It's ridiculous. He should give it back.
Jaden not giving back the position. And I don't really like when rules aren't followed. So, it is an FIA request. Well, not really a request. It's a give it back, really. It's a big instruction. It's not optional, really. So, we will wait and see. He needs to give it back. Well, is he going to do it? So, lap number. He still isn't giving it. It's 5.5 seconds. He isn't giving it yet. Well, it is an FIA instruction, so... we'll see about it. If he's seriously going to refuse to give it. Let's hear from Pal again.
Yeah, you'll cry about it when it happens to him, but as soon as he does it, you make it, you follow the rules. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. Just grow up a bit. Follow the rules. I gave back the position. He should also give back the position. Fucking hell.
Is he going to do it? That's the question. Is he slowing down this straight? Another race with controversy. He's still not slowing down. I mean, he's increasing his gap. He's still not slowing. He's just not giving it. He's literally just not giving it at this stage. And, well, simply, this is not how we go motor racing, simply. Like, it just isn't. Logo made the corner as normal, which, yeah, I know, that is the usual, which I know Jaden's line was the one that everyone was taking, but fully straight lining the corner, just like that, taking the lead, doesn't really work like that. So, it wasn't even just overtake off the roads with side-by-side things, it was literally just straight line it and get the move done type stuff. So we'll wait for him to give it back, but if not, then the penalty will just be harsh. We're having a battle for second place now, and here we go. So was that Logo losing out? Yes. So it's Harrison and Powell now up there, as Jaden continues to pull the gap. 25.1 seconds. And this is shocking stuff from Jaden. Continuing to not impress this weekend with his attitude and behaviour to learning. Let's hear from Pal again.
Yeah, at this point, mate, it's just ridiculous. Why is he complains so much as well when rules don't go against him. But you know, he's just it's just a sore loser at this point. Honestly, he needs to just take the responsibility as a driver and just give back the position. I know Logo's now P3, but you just got to give back the position. He's losing out himself, and what's he gonna do? He's just gonna get hate like he always does. This is why he gets hate. Ridiculous.
Well, we'll put in another. We are gonna put in another message that he has to give it back this lap before there will be some action that will be taken in a moment, because this isn't really how motor racing should be. Let's hear from Jaden.
Box and stop anyway. Stop complaining, idiot.
So, Jaden making his thoughts very clear on the radio. And he's going to be boxing this lap. Let's hear from him again.
I'll make the pit stop extra slowly.
So he says he's going to make the extra pit stop extra slowly. Well, I guess that's more like how sportsmanship should be for especially a driver who has won so many times this season. Tactics are going to come into play. I mean, he can do this. I mean, Jaden has the power to do the same thing. In the battle, he can now do the same thing. If he has position over someone, if he wants to, he can just take the normal layout, let them cut, and they have to give the place back. It's just simple rules, so he can do the same. And then they're going to have to do the exact same. That's the tactics and people taking advantage of the rules coming into play. And there we go. Logo is going to go through. So will Pal as well. And now he's back in contention. And now we're going to see Logo versus Pal. And Pal somehow on a day where he's been flipped around, where he was stranded at turn number 1, could find himself possibly winning this race. And at the same time, is it going to be a first victory in Formula 2 for Logo, or is it going to be Jaden who will deny the pair? And to be fair, Jaden's now done the right thing. So if he does overtake them all, if he overtakes them all, gets it done properly, makes the move, goes out there, dominates, absolutely fair play, well deserved. Then he's done the right thing. He now is going to give himself a chance to win it properly, fair and square. And that's the sportsmanship that we like to see from every single driver in the field. Now, let's just take a look at this battle for the lead, because Logo wants the lead. These two rivals into turn number 1, and Pal not with the best of exits of the corner, impeded Logo momentarily. Jaden's closing in. And there still could be some chaos in what has been another controversial race here in FIA Formula 2. So, here we go then. They continue to put their foot down. And Jaden's going to be close now out of the final corner. So Logo's going to have to look in his mirrors. Logo's going to have to look in his mirrors. And can I just say, Logo, though, has performed absolutely brilliantly. I think he could have been a real contender in Formula 1 this week had his team decided to give him the updates. I'm sure Jaden will talk more about that in the F1 broadcast. F1 races can usually be a little bit more quiet at times, so I think he'll get the time to talk about Logo's performances and really how quick Logo's been around this circuit in Formula 2. So what it could have been in F1 had he got those updates by his team principal there. But, I mean, he's shown what he's capable of. Any haters have been turned down on his performances, saying that he's not a good driver or any of that. He's gone out there. He's performed brilliantly. Same with Pal. And I think even now with Jaden, he's now made a pit stop. He's let Logo through. In the process, he's had to let Pal through. There was no other way about it. So if he now goes out there, he's done the right thing, goes to win it, fair enough as well. So I think it's the good moment. There we go. And once again, Pal not getting the best of exits, impeding Logo, impeding Jaden in the process. And, well, that's the only thing in this battle. Drivers, if you are stuck behind, they are finding themselves having to go on the brakes, having to basically go to Pal's racing style through that first turn. But when does Logo get impatient? Because remember, he is a driver who hasn't won a Formula 2 race yet. He's a driver who hasn't won a Formula 2 race yet. But he finds himself as someone who might be able to do it by the end of today's race. But Jaden wants to deny him that. Pal wants to deny him that. Pal looking as well for victory. And if we quickly go off the spectating menu, there you can see. We of course can see all of the stats for all of the drivers. Pal, of course, a driver who has only won once in Formula 2. And if we look at the stats, Pal's name seems to have disappeared from that. So I think we'll need to... I won't actually be in the studio next round, though. So I'll actually have to do that in Miami. Trackside at Miami, of course. And then I'm trackside in Monaco as well. So those are the two that I'm trackside. But yeah, Pal has only won once in Formula 2. That was the sprint race in Germany. And, oh my god, the exit that Logo's got. He's putting his foot down. We're side by side for the lead. And the man that has never won a Formula 2 race might be about to take the lead. Pal wants to deny him that. They're side by side on the run towards turn number 1. Who's going to come out in front? Logo's got the inside line. Logo's got through. But there's a bit of contact made between the two of them. And Pal now finds himself dropping behind. Let's hear from Pal.
He was off the track. He was off the track when he overtook. He was off the track. He has to get back to position. It was the same situation as Jay. You know, if he was complaining about Jay, I've got to be the same rules, surely.
So off the track, and here we go. Jaden's now side by side with Pal. So that will definitely be reviewed. And I'd say Logo would know, should know, definitely, if it was off the track or not. Let's say from Saracen McLaren.
It was ahead when crossing the line if you look at the leaderboard.
So...
Yeah, but I'm not being funny. I overtook him again. Then he went wide off the corner. I'm not being funny. I was ahead at the apex, and now I'm just losing positions because of it. For fuck's sake.
And now we find ourselves in the same situation again, where if Logo gives it back, then Jaden's back in first, and then Logo now finds himself having to deliver it, give it back to two cars, which is what is going to happen. So I'm going to quickly... let you guys continue viewing the action. We're gonna well, his note. I don't know why I'm showing you him. Nothing really interesting happening with him. We'll watch Jaden. He's in the middle of this right now, and there we go, and through goes Pal. Pal retakes the position, and it's the same stuff going on once again. You've got tactics once again coming into play, and now. So, I'm going to guess Logo's technically given it back. Jaden and Pal were both off the road. Logo's given it back to Pal. Logo's dropped behind. Harrison. What on earth has gone on there? Now, it's all sorts of things going on. Let's hear from Jaden.
What the hell just happened? This guy just went off the road and then Pal comes across. I'm not trying to overtake Logo. Pal comes across and just hits Logo. What just happened? I'm trying to not overtake off track. Don't know what to do now because he's just been hit.
This is let's hear from Pal.
I didn't hit him. I was on the outside of Jay, so unless I don't know what the fuck happened. I just went full accelerate. And yeah, if I did hit him, I want to be told like soon rather than later, because I would rather know now than find out lap 28. Well, when the race is over and I get a penalty for it, I need to find out now.
Interesting stuff. So he's demanding an answer now. It is pretty interesting to, well, he wants to know now. We're gonna try do two things at once. We need to check about a few things right now. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we'll let everyone, so I'm gonna just commentate off my OBS screen for a second. So you guys, everyone's just gonna keep watching this battle between. Oh, that's wide in the background for Jaden as he makes his way through. Powell still has got the advantage for the moment. Out of the final corner. Oh, that's a moment. That is a moment, and going through now is Jaden. But everything's still under investigation in this contact, and round goes Powell again, and through goes Harrison. Goodness me. And well, now there's more things. It's even more dramatic now. What happens next is the question, and I still haven't even got this stream on. This is really turning into some race. Well, first of all, obviously we need to take a look at the moment where Pal and Logo went side by side. That is where it started. This was Jaden coming into the pit lane. Then we need to find the moment where they went side by side into turn 1. Here we go. We found it. So, let's see. So, Pal says he re-overtook. So he momentarily moved in front, side by side, into the first turn. Well, Jaden went off. Logo went deeper into the deeper on the brakes as well there. But now the question is, did he of course have to use that off the track advantage to make his way through? Of course, they were side by side down the straight. Logos, I'd say, is ahead from this moment, as we still need to focus on live pictures because it's all going off behind. Then we'll now quickly take a look because we need to get this done as soon as possible. So we're gonna see it happening now. We'll take a look. One sec. Right, we found it. So we're gonna quickly focus. I'm gonna quickly focus on Pal's car. We're gonna pause it there. Well, there was a touch, but it was a lag crash, I believe, because on my screen they didn't touch. There's a gap. So right, those are those two things done. I think unfortunately post race, the overtaking off the track stuff is gonna have to just be post race. Unfortunately, we need to actually properly hear driver opinions. That's Logo Pal. We need to hear driver thoughts, what they were doing in that moment, any other evidence anyone else can provide. Now it's Jaden who has got the lead ahead of Harrison. Then it's Pal. Logo. Note somehow is in 5th out of nowhere. So, well, I was looking at Note like he's a few laps down, but no. He's actually in contention. He's on the back of Logo. And we're in the final stages. Well, that's all gone by quick. That has all gone by far too quick, actually. I would have liked a bit more time in this race to just understand what has happened. But no, we're not going to be given that opportunity. Right. So, Jin leads Harrison in 2nd, but there'll be all sorts of investigations. I honestly think, I don't think we'll be going off air, maybe. And we might be, let's hear from Harrison.
How can they keep the position when overtaking off track? It's unfair on Logo.
So Harrison McLaren definitely supporting his friend in that one and bringing arguments for him as well. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't believe this can. We're on the penultimate lap of the race. I think everything, unfortunately, has to be now after the race because it's about billions of incidents. You've got Logo slowing down, letting Pal through, then Jaden also technically overtaking off the circuit. It's all gone wild. Let's hear from Pal.
If I get a penalty, Logo gets a penalty because he also overtook me off the track.
So
that's just life. Oh shit.
Interesting stuff now. And Note is moving through. Final lap of the race. Note's gone through for the final spot on the podium. And Note is going ahead. And on a day where there's all sorts of investigations, I doubt that Note's going to get anything though. So these guys are all still battling. Logo's battling with Pal. It's an extraordinary fight. And possibly a half spin there for Pal. Logo's in contention as well. And Note could find himself possibly. I mean, who knows? He might even be the winner. I don't think Harrison's got a penalty. Is going to get a penalty. He might, unless someone else brings up anything else. Jaden might get one. So Note could still find himself in a Very good position. Over the line. Looking up and seeing the checkered flag first. Jaden wins for the 14th time this season to beat Tom Harrison by 1.4 seconds. And a final spot on the podium. Who's it going to be? It is going to be Note, who will make his way over the line to get it provisionally. And then provisionally, well, first is provisional, second is still provisional, third is provisional, fourth is provisional, fifth will be provisional as well, as Powell will come over the line. And it is really turned into one of the most, if not the most confusing F2 race of the season. So, let's hear from Powell on the radio quickly.
Yeah, what happened there? What happened? Fuck's sake. Oh well, we'll move on.
Well,
I'm so confused. There's like 10 different penalties need to be applied, and it makes no sense. Like, I'm being told to give back the position, and I'm being told not to give back the position, and I'm just like, what should I do now? And so I give back the position, and I go back to the overtake, and no, yeah, I can't do much.
so,
Yeah, I give back the position, and they just instantly give it back for some reason. Like, I'm not even trying to overtake me. Makes no sense. I gave it back like 5 times, and they're just slowing down. Oh well, we'll move on. I don't need to complain. I'll just complain in the next race in Miami when I win it.
interesting stuff. Well, we are going to stay on air for a little bit longer till when we can. Well, there's a debate to be had, of course. I think we'll definitely, I think we could go till about 11:15. I think we need to give the circuit to F1 for the server to be reset, and also for the broadcast to happen for F1. So I think we need to give it for 20 parts. So we'll stay on air till 15. So I think we'll do quick interviews. We'll get a quick podium done, and then anyone who's involved can quickly come up, and we can right, interesting. RIP logos car. But okay. Cars are being exploded. Don't know why. But anyway, right. I need to try locate the top 3. Right, where's Note? And then after that we'll get some, and then hopefully there'll be some decisions made once everyone can provide evidence and all of that. That's the only way this can work. I need, like, everyone involved. They need to go back on the stream, try other things, whatever, if anyone has any issues, because I can't keep an eye on it all. Right, okay. Where is Note? I'm trying to locate him. We'll wait for him to come to the top 3 spot. Well, we've got Harrison there, but is that right? That's Note. Okay, finally. Right. It's not helpful that we're trying to get this done quickly. Right, okay. Hello, Note. I'm in Biggin Hill, so I'm not really there, so I'm just going to put a camera in front of you. Just stay still. Other way around, ideally. Lovely. Okay. Well, that works. Okay, Note. We're going to do it very quickly with you. Very quiet race. Can you just sum up your race very quickly?
All off start, lagging really badly. Last few laps, trying to nurse the tyres home. Logan makes a mistake. I pass through. Powell makes a mistake. I pass through. Just holding it up. I'm 2 Sigma.
Right. Okay. You kind of arrived out of nowhere. So, I guess congrats on P3 and good luck next time out in Miami. Right, okay, we're gonna have to quickly get these done because we do need to quickly. We are under limited time for Formula 2, so that's why. We're gonna. Which one's Harrison? I think this one's Harrison. Right. So Harrison, we're just gonna quickly try get you done. Of course, you'll be involved in some of the things helping out Logo here. But Harrison, thoughts on that race? Just quickly sum it up for us.
Pretty good. Only one real thing where I think No went into the side of me on the restart, but yeah, apart from that, it was all good on my side.
Okay, well done, and yeah, congratulations, and hopefully you continue to perform next time out as well. Right, let's quickly get to speak to Jaden, because I know he's massively involved in this debate and discussion and the arguments that are going on. So, Jaden, well done today. Of course, you're provisionally the winner. Can you just sum up your race?
Don't know. Just yeah, if I get penalty, then it's just unfair. I don't think I've done anything wrong. I was slowing up to let Logo pass again, and then he got hit. So I don't know. I just don't deserve a penalty here.
Okay, well, we'll see, of course, if anyone can provide any good enough evidence, then we'll see. Okay, the top two will head down to the cool down room. They will have about 3 minutes, 50 past is when the podium will get underway, and yeah, we'll let some of the discussions happen in the cool down room. So 50 past is when they have to be on the podium, then the podium ceremonies will be done, and then they'll immediately be asked to get themselves over to the second floor, which is, I think, the location we'll use for this one. Or actually, I can quickly spawn in an FIA room, so I think that will be better. So, any drivers welcome. Anyone who needs to support anyone in any discussions. No one's arriving at the cooldown room yet. Well, that's perfect. It gives me some time then, indeed, to... Well, the top three need to arrive to the cooldown room, no one else. And then, of course, everyone else gets a chance to be part of the discussion later on. So, we will... Still waiting for anyone to arrive to the third floor. Everyone's late to the cooldown room, which means they're going to be late to the podium, which isn't helpful. So, Nope needs to be here. So does Jaden and Harrison. I mean, we can try to see where they are. Oh, there they are. They're all arriving together. Okay, well, they've got about 2 minutes. We'll let the top three discuss.
Still overtook off the track.
Congrats on the race win. I couldn't really see a lot, I can't lie, so I don't really have a word in this situation. But all I can say is absolute masterclass
Oh, mate.
from you, to be fair. Where you start first, yeah. Absolute masterclass though. I saw you went for the undercut. And then you were just trying to hold. No, you went. Was it you that went for the undercut? Or was it Logo?
What did we do? I think it was Logo who pitted first, and then yeah, went for the undercut. I came out behind you, I think,
Yeah, probably.
and then you.
Oh
pitted
yeah,
it
yeah,
lap
yeah.
later.
It was, yeah. I remember thinking it's like that's smart because right after that lap, mid that lap, Jaden said he was gonna pit, and I was like, Harrison, you're such a fucking genius. I wish I undercut. And then it's
The
like,
only reason I pitted is because Powell was out front and I was much faster than him, so try
Yeah,
to get
fair
him,
enough.
but he never pitted.
I don't even know how I caught up. You remember, you all dropped back like 28 seconds, then I was just behind you. Like, how the fuck have I just caught up so fast? It was like I was just driving, and then I see you in front of me, and then it's Powell, and then it's Logan. It's like, how the fuck have I just caught up?
Because there was that crash, and because what me and Logo did, we strategically used the actual layout of the track, because you can't overtake off track, which everyone still did somehow.
Yeah.
But you can't overtake off there, so I was right behind Logo through that whole section. Everyone went past. So when they
great
went
to hear
back
from
to
the
this-
top three as the podium ceremonies will now get underway. So we'll wait for third place finisher Note to arrive on, and here he comes then with his Mercedes suit, which he hopes to have a good race later on. More on that by Jaden later on in the broadcast. You can see that he's celebrating and he's delighted with that one. So Note will go to P3. In second place provisionally. All of this is provisional. Who knows what's going to happen? But skipping on to the podium is Sir Harrison McLaren momentarily to first. And in the winner provisionally is going to be Jaden. And we will hear, hopefully quickly, the Polish national anthem. So I believe it's just being quickly set up. And here we go. Great to hear the Polish national anthem. As the top three don't celebrate, everyone's immediately off the podium. Well, we're going to throw it down now. We're going to throw it down to the new FIA room, which has just been installed. It's been made in about a few minutes. It's right next to the F2 cars. We'll go in there. Of course, I'm not this week in the I'm not this week in tracks at trackside, so I'm in the Biggin Hill studio. So we'll send a camera down there, which we've already got, and we'll wait for whoever comes. Then hopefully by 15 past we've got all the data, all the information that we need. So, we continue to wait, but an interesting day in this championship. As a phone's been thrown. Don't know how that's happened. Oh, there we go. They've managed to get in. Right, okay. Lovely. Thank you very much. The camera's meant to be sitting there. Right, yes, lovely. The camera's sitting there. Right, perfect. Okay. Well, we've got Jaden coming in. Oh, that's all the people I think we need. Note, I guess, is just here for fun. Jaden's stealing a phone. That's not for me to deal with. That'll just go to the police, not me. Right. Anyway, so well, I'm just going to shut up. Harrison, Jaden, Note, start questioning each other. Pal, start questioning each other.
I'll just be an FIA. I'm not giving out penalties, just hearing the witnesses.
I have a question.
Okay, then. You can
Did
you can
Jay overtake off the track?
Yeah, he did. He follows me.
Did he hand the position back?
Logo, shush for a second, please. Continue, Harrison.
Did he hand the position back?
No, he didn't actually.
So he overtook off track.
He overtook off
Simple as
track. I was actually genius. I went like wide. I kept it on the track for about a second. Right? But Jaden was fully off the track.
Zip it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Okay.
Okay, Logo, you say your witness. Obviously, I did flip you, but...
Well, obviously, went on the normal line, got overtaken on the outside by two drivers, and then got taken out by one, and obviously dropped behind Harrison.
Yeah.
Facts.
What I'm trying to explain is, right, on the final 3 laps, I was trying to let you both by, just obviously overtake. I was sliding around, like, if you see my tyre wear, I didn't pit for 27 laps, so, wonderful.
Okay.
And yeah, I did kind of, like, spin every corner, as you saw, like, 10 laps straight.
So, well, we aren't getting any good data from there, so we're just gonna move the camera out of there. I think it's rather becoming a driver discussion, rather than Harrison actually asking Jaden questions, or Jaden asking Harrison questions.
Yeah,
so...
ask Jaden questions. I want to hear.
Yeah.
It's not like Prime Minister debates, but it's fucking shit.
How does it feel to be
You-
in CC
Shut up,
mode?
No, zip it.
Zip it.
Did
Lock it.
me
Put
and
it in
Logo
the pocket.
Did me and Logo keep it on track? That's the question.
Me?
Change an answer now.
No?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
God, you know.
How
God,
do you not
you
know? Are you blind? Are you
That
blind?
seems like someone who's just a shit.
No.
Just
I
went
can't
on.
see.
I think we should all just play Swim League together, I can't lie.
Oh, shut up, mate.
Real.
Did you overtake off the track, Jay?
Okay, well,
He's
he's
running.
left the room,
He's
so no
embarrassed.
point continuing this on.
Rage
Right,
quit.
okay. Well, so,
Rage quit.
Okay, right.
Again.
That
Again.
is.
Rage quit again.
Imagine rage
Not the
quitting.
first.
Imagine
Not
rage
the
quitting.
first.
Not the
Even
first
I
time.
didn't rage quit and I got robbed.
Even I didn't rage quit, and I was 27
Exactly.
seconds.
My
back.
overtake was decent. My overtake was decent.
I got flipped like 10 times that race.
Alex, I
was
wouldn't say it was an
kinda
overtake. I would say someone pushed the other person out, and then you went down one
Oh,
side.
you can't. So you can't be angry at me, really.
No,
No,
I
I
wasn't. I wasn't angry
cold.
at you.
I
I wasn't
spun.
angry at you. Yes.
Wait, pal, were you angry when you hit the wall and then I overtook you?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. I spun into the wall.
How?
Because I
What
had
was your
like
opinion
EV
on
streak-
Logan's pit entry?
Oh, the pit entry thing. Oh yeah, he
I didn't know what happened.
randomly turned last second. I was going.
I
onto
went
the race.
wide and I was trying to pit anyway. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't care about that. I mean, I still got second, which then led to first. So I didn't.
Just a...
Right, okay. So, let's try and wrap this up then, before the drivers continue rambling on. They've got to go prepare for Formula 1 anyway. Right, thank you for joining us here for Formula 2 here in Chicago. Make sure you join us next time out in Miami, but Formula 1's action is later. Make sure you enjoy that, and we'll see you in a few weeks' time when FIA Formula 2 returns.